I never loved them anyway. I mean, this is really the crap I was spewing because that was only defense I had. Divorce just does that to you. It's not that any of them weren't worth it.
And I apologize, and I understand that I've been in a bad place.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to you. I'm sorry to them.
Plural marriage is hard.
Oh, poor baby. Poor baby. Plural marriage is hard. Isn't that the anthem of the century with this man? Hello, you guys. Happy Friday. It is good to see everybody. I'm glad you're filtering in here. I know that it was last minute, but I'm so glad you're here. I wanted to hang out with my favorite people. It was last minute, and then this preview came up, and I was like, oh my gosh, we have to talk about it because here is Cody again trying to rebrand himself. We're calling him out. Gail, it is so good to see you. I haven't seen you in forever. Hello, Ellie. Hello, Tracy. Peach was number one. Thank you guys for being here. This man, his pathetic attempt to rebrand is absolutely disgusting. We're going to break down the mess. The material writes itself, you guys. Okay? It just does. We're going to go through it. Okay? Here's what this man is doing. Where he's giving us whiplash. Now he's saying that when he said he never loved the wives, he really didn't mean it. Oh, this Cody, he has classic control issues. This is his attempt to rebrand. I'm telling you guys this right now. I don't even think that this is genuine. I really don't. And I'm going to tell you because I have a theory, and I will tell you that a little bit later in the show of what I think is going on. And you guys tell me, you'll have to let me know and fill it in as we get there. So what I want to do first is let's just go over this. So he's basically apologizing. He's having a change of heart. Okay. So did you know that he actually did an apology? We're gonna go over that right now. This is fresh off the press. Cody Brown made an official statement and apology. Here it is. We're gonna listen and watch it together. Here we go.
Dear fans, critics, and people who stuck around longer than my wives, today I come before you, not as a perfect man, but as a deeply misunderstood visionary. A pioneer of love that was tragically sabotaged by circumstances beyond my control. And it takes a real man to say it. But I'm ready to say it. Yeah, mistakes were made. A lot of mistakes were made. Primarily by others. But in the spirit of my endless grace, I am willing to admit that perhaps, maybe once or twice, I possibly said some things that some people, aka former wives that will remain anonymous, may have perceived as hurtful. Was I wrong? Maybe. Maybe I was wrong in my delivery of my message. But as a wise man once told me, never be angry at the messenger. So never be angry at me. You see, my heart has been heavy. I've been burdened, worn thin by the sheer weight of leadership, hair maintenance, and my unappreciated but amazing wisdom. When I said I never loved certain wives, that's not what I meant. Today, I stand before you, a man reborn, softer, humbler, still blessed with the blonde tress, but I'm infinitely wiser. So today, as I make this announcement, please respect my privacy during this very difficult rebranding, unless, of course, there's a camera crew nearby. Then please tune in Sundays at 9:10 Central. Sincerely, Cody, the misunderstood martyr, Brown. This has been a message from Cody Brown's totally real, completely sincere public apology.
There it is, guys. Fresh off the press. Oh, this man is unbelievable. So here we got to break it down, okay? Because you guys know this. Cody has classic control issues. This is a man who once encouraged his wives to wear makeup and always stay camera ready. We just found out about it. We just learned about that. Right? I'm telling you, we cannot ignore his narcissistic tendencies. He rarely takes accountability, and instead he spins this elaborate story where everyone else just somehow misunderstood his genius. Okay, he's less of a father figure and he's more of a main character who expects all of these applause after any one of his emotional outbursts. And you guys, I'm tired of it. I am so tired of it. Thank you, Gabrielle. You like that? Listen, I'm the one getting this footage. I don't know how. It's fresh off the press. You heard it from me first, okay? This is where you need to be for the late breaking stuff. Hello, Black Swan. It's good to see you. Hello. Happy Friday, everybody. So here's the thing. This man rarely takes accountability. So why is he doing so now? And I have a theory. We're gonna go over that in a second. But he spins these elaborate stories where you're sitting there and you feel like you're doing this emotional whiplash. So after years of all of this chaos, the emotional chaos, the 3 divorces, and more awkward couch confessionals than we can all count, Cody suddenly tells the world, well, I didn't mean what I said. I was just really in a defensive place. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You guys, excuse me? Sir, you said that you didn't love Christine for years. Um, Sir, you said Janelle was quote unquote more of a friend. She was like your bro. This was before the divorce even happened. So, or the divorces that broke your heart and you're this wounded dove. Excuse me. And now you want to call it a misunderstanding? I'm telling you, I think that this is his attempt at a redemption. Okay? Here's what we're going to call it. We are going to call it damage control. KM, thank you for being a member for 7 months. KM said, might just be me, but the tipping point was outing spin on baptism. It made me sick. Poor Aurora, hopefully can get away soon. Yeah, KM, I don't even think Aurora sees it as being bad or anything. You know what I mean? I really don't. Um, oh no. 49ers. Well, I hope everything is okay. That's crazy, crazy. So you can't hear anything. My phone is on mute, so I can't hear anything because I'm at the ER. But I just wanted to stop in and say hi real quick to everyone. I hope you're all having a good night. See you later. Well, we hope you are having I mean, obviously you're not having a good night if you're at the ER. I hope everything is okay. Let us know if you're okay, 49ers. I mean, you don't have to put any personal details, but I hope everything is okay. So sending positive vibes your way. Don't put your personal stuff on the internet, please. But we're hoping that you're doing well. That's horrible. Yeah, sending prayers. Yes. Put some positive vibes to 49ers. Please, please, please. Okay. What was I saying? Now I'm okay. Where was I? Were you saying he's a martyr? Yeah, well, oh yeah, with Aurora, I don't I don't know. I don't know if she'll ever see it. Honestly, she's so far deep in it. Especially she just asked Cody to baptize her and asked him to pierce her ears. And it's like I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon. Unless she has like some rebellious streak. I just don't see that happening. I really don't. But let's get back to this toad. Okay. I wasn't able to change it because what did I say? Like he's a loser or something. Like I am so irritated with this man right now. Oh, let's just play one of these clips again because we really need to break this down as we go over his rewriting of history, his attempt at rebranding. It's disgusting. Let's listen to the what we listened to at the top because I have some thoughts on it. Hold on.
I never loved them anyway. I mean, this is really the crap I was spewing because that was only defense I had. Divorce just does that to you.
Okay. Divorce just does that to you. Do you really think that that's the case, guys? Because here's what I remember, and I wasn't able to pull up the clip. Do you remember when Cody and Mary and they were in a car and Mary was trying to rekindle the relationship. This was before any of his wives left. And do you remember she said, I keep waiting and I keep waiting and I keep waiting for you to come. And what did he say, chat? What were the famous words that he said? I don't even want to say it. I'm going to wait for chat to call it out. What was his response when Mary said, I keep waiting for you? I keep waiting and I keep waiting. Exactly, Lorena. Exactly. He said with his smug face, basically the same face that you're looking at right now, the same expression. And he said, well, I'm not coming. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Darlene. Hello. Welcome, Darlene. Good to see you. I'm not coming. Exactly. Exactly. So what is it again? This is why I'm telling you guys, this is a failed rebranding and you guys better not buy it. I mean, of course you can if you want to. Do what you want to do, but I'm telling you, do not buy this rebranding. It is for a reason. If you guys have some reasons, put it in chat. I have mine. I will be telling you in a second, but I want to go over a couple of points that I have, okay? Here's what I think. He's doing damage control. That's really what I think. I think that this man is doing damage control. I think that his wives left, one 1 year, the next year another, and the year after that another. So 3 wives in 3 years. And the public turned on him. There was a time that Cody was tolerable, especially in the beginning. Now he's probably one of the most despised characters on reality TV ever. The house of the polygamous card games came crashing down. And now it's like he's trying to re-edit this documentary that's already been out. The credits are already rolling. So you can't put it back in the bag. We have the footage. We have a history of how you've treated these women. We have it. So stop doing that from a psychological standpoint. I'm no psychologist, but I think we all know, and I think psychologists have even said, what Cody is going through is what we would like to call narcissistic injury. And it's what happens when someone who's built their identity around power and control. And then suddenly, guess what? They don't have control anymore. So instead of evolving, they flail. And first, they lash out. And they want to see if that works. Because that's all they care about is damage control. They care about results. Well, lashing out didn't work. It actually separated them further. It was like he was a pariah, like, ew, get away from me. Right? So that doesn't work. What is he switching to now? The wounded soul routine. Make no sense about it. This is not Cody being vulnerable. This is him being strategic with his rebranding. He's not sorry. He's just sorry that he's no longer in charge. But seriously, let's listen to another thing that this toad has to say because I have something to say about it. Hold on, where is that? Oh, this is a good one. Let's start here.
Now that we're broke up, I'm like going, that wasn't worth it. And they're going, that wasn't worth it. I got my identity from them saying I was awesome and telling my kids I was awesome and having my kids tell me I was awesome. And now they're gone.
Hold on. Let me type that back. Okay, that's I was awesome. Let's just leave it there. This is so quintessential, Cody. How about this? Cindy, welcome. Thank you for being a member. Thank you for supporting the channel. I so appreciate you. Thanks for being part of the gang. You guys, welcome Cindy from Oz. Love it. Here's the thing. I know that Cody talks about how he loves that his kids say that he's awesome and his wives say that he's awesome. Good for you. It seems like he gets a lot of his self-worth from accolades. Well, you know who doesn't really give out accolades? It seems like Cody doesn't, especially to anyone other than Robin or Robin's children. So if you feel crappy, which sounds insane because we have all felt so bad for Mary and Christine and Janelle for year after year after year after year. And he's sitting here feeling sorry for himself. Where was that boomerang? Where was that Teflon to bounce off of you and put that positivity back onto your family? How about that? How about that? Cody didn't lose his family. I'm telling you, this is about control, and he's calling it heartbreak. When he tries to rewrite this narrative with phrases like, oh, I was just hurt, or oh, I didn't mean it, those are not apologies. Those are just these softer sound bites that are meant to look like he's like this, I don't know, misunderstood hero of a story where everyone else had to do the emotional labor. Everyone was on that stupid Cody coaster because you didn't know when the man was going to pop. Mima! Oh, you made it. Hi, Mima. Good to see you. Oh, long time no see. Good to see you. Good to see you. I'm just going on a rant, so don't mind me. Don't mind me. And if you take your eyes, okay, so just look straight and then squint really hard. Okay, somewhere in there is a shred of regret, I'm sure. It's that little bit of light that's coming in if you're squinting. Somewhere in there. I bet that's about the amount of regret that he has in there somewhere. But you know what? Regret isn't growth. Growth requires this man, this toad, has empathy, accountability, a real desire to listen. And honestly, that's one of the things that Cody hasn't tried yet. So this is his last ditch attempt to control what's left of the narrative. Because when someone like Cody loses power, get this. This is what I think. I don't think that they reflect. I think that they reframe. Oh my gosh, thank you, Mima. Mima, for the gifted memberships. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Where is it? I'm trying to put it up. Thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. I so appreciate it. Thanks for appreciating me. Sorry. Don't you love my singing? Okay. Thank you, Mima. You are the best. I so appreciate you. Thank you for supporting the channel. And you guys use your emojis now. If you have, we have some pretty epic emojis here. Use them. His hand, yes. Yeah, that was like from a while ago. Oh, wait. I think I had to blur it. Wait, Cindy, is this the one where I had to blur it because there were bits jiggling about? If that's the case, let me know. If not, then that's a new one. And hopefully he locked everything up and made it secure. That's all I'm saying. Okay,
And
so
now they're
let's
gone, and they're saying that
whoa. Be quiet, Cody. We don't want to hear you right now. I don't even remember what rant I was on. Anyway, let's keep going because there's some other things that he said that were just ridiculous. And I still haven't even gone over my theory. Oh, I love being with you guys. Happy Friday night. I hope that you guys have an excellent weekend, by the way. My plans fell through tonight, which is kind of perfect because it's like, you know what? I can just hang out with my people. Like, perfect. Okay. You guys are a good time. Okay, let's listen to a little other soundbite that I'm obviously going to rant on as well. Listen to this.
they were a piece of trash. Piece
Whoa,
of trash.
whoa, whoa. Let me go
I was
back.
saying they were a piece of trash. I was telling you that I didn't love them. It didn't work for a reason, and I tried to convince myself that I did this on purpose.
Okay. He tried to convince himself that he did it on purpose. And I don't remember I don't remember anyone saying that he was a piece of trash. That's interesting. I don't remember that at all. Do you guys? I don't remember that. It's I mean, I know that there was animosity, but no, I never thought that it got to that point. I really don't. So here's the thing. Uh I'm looking at you. Yeah, you can't stand hearing Cody, Connie. That's funny. Oh, okay. So yeah, he's softening his tone. He's trying to rewrite history. He's hoping what we forgot with our own eyes. And here's the thing, we're not going to forget though. And we're not confused. We're just tired of the manipulation, right? That's what I think. Because here's the thing, real growth to me, it doesn't look like you're vulnerable when it's convenient or like when you're out of options. You need to have actual accountability. You need to listen and you have to admit what you did. And you have to have interviewers like Tamron, like Sakanya, maybe actually ask you questions and you actually have to be held accountable for your actions instead of lashing out like an absolute baby or behind the scenes controlling who says what. Because if you are going to be that controlling with a woman who is hired just to ask questions at the end of a show, I can't even imagine how controlling he was with his wives about what was said on the show that was anything other than Cody is an amazing dad. We don't have any problems. There's no jealousy. We're the perfect family. You know? Cody is not doing any of that. Nothing. He's not evolving. He's spinning. Right, Sarah? Sarah says, no one in his life has ever made him accountable. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Okay. So let's not kid ourselves. Cody Brown isn't just experiencing this personal unraveling. He is undergoing this full-blown image crisis that's wrapped in delusion, it's wrapped in denial, and every time he opens his big, smug mouth, just like this, you see his big, smug mouth right there. Every time he opens that sucker, he makes it worse. He makes it worse, you guys. He's not nurturing, he's directing. And this wasn't even like a sister wife show. It was the Cody show. And everyone else was the supporting cast for the longest time. Okay, it has nothing, zero to do with he was just hurt after the fact because his wife left him. Cody, you were a complete dick and you were completely neglectful and you were telling them to leave and you didn't want the relationships. You acted as passively aggressive as you did blatantly after Christine left. The actions were just done subtly and in a gaslighting, underhanded way. Now you could just be overt with it, you know? And hold on, I'll get to that in a second. But first, I want to get to this because I don't know if you guys caught this nugget because I know most of you have seen the little preview. But there was something that was said that I was like, what? This is what is this? So I don't know if you had any of those what is this moments, but I did. I did. So listen to this one. Woo! That we are in for a night, aren't we? I can't even imagine what the whole entire episode is going to be. Okay, so listen to this.
because I didn't love them. as much as I said I hated them or that I didn't love them, I love them.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. What do you mean you hated them? I'm sorry. Can you guys raise your hand if maybe I missed it? Maybe I was sleeping. Maybe I was knocked out. I have no idea. Maybe I have amnesia. I don't remember anywhere. Wait, let me go back because I want to see the part where he hates them. Where is that? Where is it, Cody? I hated them. What? Excuse me, sir. What do you mean you hated them? Please let me know in chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you remember Cody in a confessional, in an interview, during the tell-all. Talk about how he hated them. Like, seriously. Tell me, put a 1 in the chat if you recall Cody specifically saying that he hated them. Put a 2 in the chat if you're like me and you're like, whoa, where the hell did that come from? Because I don't. The closest thing that I can think of is like when he did that, like F you to Christine in the with his hand, with his arms, that gesture. Wait a second. When did he say it? Okay, hold on. Kathy is saying yes and Mima saying yes. When? When did he say I hate them? Besides now. I mean, obviously, that's kind of a trick question, but outside of now, I felt like that was a revelation. I mean, it's one thing to be angry, but like, I don't know. I just feel like that's something that like little children say, like that you hate someone. That's a strong word. These are the mother of your children. Like, like, yeah, I hated them. Hold on. Okay, let me see. I this is like the best comment ever. Sharon said, I am so confused right now. I think he's even gaslighting himself. That is maybe the most epic thing. I have to save that. That is amazing. Sharon, you just made my day. That is like the best comment ever. He is gaslighting. Hold on. You know what? When we do that, we need to put it on. There we go. No, we need to have a better face than that. There's nothing. That's a good one. That's a good one. Cody is gaslighting himself. Okay. Not in so many words. Okay, so Twyla said not in so many words, but then thank you for being a member, by the way. Thank you for supporting the channel. Little old me, I so appreciate it. Not in so many words, but the knife in the kidneys was saying it. Oh, the sacrifices I made to love you, wasted. I mean, yeah, I could see that. So there wasn't anything. I mean, you guys, that's a strong word. That's a really strong word. I mean, yes. Did I know that he had a lot of anger issues? Absolutely. Was he really hurt? Was he pissed? But I don't remember hate. Now that I think about it, maybe we're gonna have to go back and watch. Remember the scene where the this was so good. This was so iconic. It was, do you remember when Christine and Cody, after Christine left and they met up for the first time and it's where we thought that she had ordered nachos, which would have been, Christine, what were you doing? That would have been so iconic in like reality TV history. I don't know why you didn't order nachos. I think that would have been, oh, the chef's kiss. It didn't happen. But in that, I remember her saying something like, he was just such a complete ass. And I remember him basically saying, yeah, you're mean like that. And her little face looked so shocked. And then she said something later, like, I think you hate me. But I don't remember the exact conversation. I think there was something about hate in there, but it was like, hey, I think you hate me. But I think they both at the end of it were like, no, I don't hate you. You hate me. Like it was something weird like that. I don't remember. I'm gonna have to go back. That's like what my recollection is thinking. But I can't think of any particular time. Hold on, I can't think of any particular time that where is that? Oh wait, where it is.
I would be very
Wait, I gotta go back to it. I hated them. Like, what the hell? That's a strong word. That's a strong. Maybe he didn't even mean to admit that. That's what I'm wondering. Maybe that was just a Codyian slip, so to say. Cindy from Oz says Cody is like Jekyll and Hyde. You never, you never know who's speaking. Oh my gosh. Twyla said, did anyone see the snippet for future episode where Cody says he had a conversation with Aspen and Robin corrects him and tells him it was a confrontation? What? Aspen asks him why he doesn't like her. Wait. Aspen asks her dad why Cody doesn't like her? Are you kidding me? I didn't even know there was any friction between Aspen and Cody. That's crazy. But I thought the kids didn't want to get involved in the show. Wait a second. Okay, now the wheels are turning. You guys did see that? Okay, so we have confirmation here. You know what? We should have a rule here. Do you remember with All Sister Wives, Christine used to joke and say if more than one sister wife agrees, then it's fact or something? So we already got two. Two of us, two of our group, our gang, has confirmed it, so it's fact. Okay, so what's interesting here is I thought that the kids didn't really want to be a part of this. So if Aspen is going to be part of the show, when I say kids, sorry, because obviously Robin's kids are a part of it. I'm just talking about the OG3 kids. So if Aspen is gonna be part of the show, I wonder if there is gonna be a future for Sister Wives to continue. Because that would be a narrative, especially for Cody and Robin, is to try to make amends in the family. Right? That would probably be it. Okay. I see a lot of you guys saying that you saw it. Okay. Well, that's good to know. Okay, and then there was something else. Hold on, let me go back. There was something else he said here after he said he hated them, which is insane. Okay.
that I didn't love them. And I love them. This situation, what we experienced is over. If it could be friendly, I would be very happy.
Okay. So if it could be friendly, and I have a whole thought on this. Let me ask you something, chat. Remember how we were talking about Cody rewriting history and Cody not evolving and Cody basically strategic branding and doing damage control? Right? You heard my whole diatribe about that. When they don't really evolve, they just figure out how to manipulate differently. What do you think would benefit him for having this rebrand? What do you think? What is your opinion? Oh, thanks, Mima. Thank you, Mima. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Hit the like, guys. If you get it to 75, we'll get 5 more memberships. Wow, that's so sweet. Thank you, Mima. You guys, 5 more memberships. That's amazing. Let's grow our little group here. And what are we at right now? I don't even know what like number we're at. Thank you, Mima. That is so sweet. Mima is like the most supportive of this channel. And Darlene, you guys are amazing. 49ers, you seriously. And then all of my members, Kismet, Cindy, Twyla, you guys are amazing. Seriously. Gail. I love all of you guys. I know I'm missing out on so many. Everyone. You guys are amazing. Okay. What do you guys think? What do you think he would want for them to be friendly? Why now? This man declared war. He was on a war path for 3 years, and now all 3 wives have left. Before I say anything, I don't even want to. I want to see what you guys. I want to see what you guys say. Do you have any ideas? Okay. Well, while that's coming in, let me tell you my theory. Okay. The reason that he wants it to be friendly, I think, is twofold. He has to, I think, get his kids back in his good graces. He treated them like dirt forever. So I don't even think it's about their psyche. I think it's about building back his reputation, but also having a storyline. Also having a storyline. That's what he needs. We don't really care about if Cody brings in a random group of friends that we've never seen and he's hanging out and they're going to the golf club together with as a double date. We don't care. We're not going to care. So I feel like this is strategic on his part. And the way to get back to his kids, I think he knows it's kind of over with his wives. It's not like Christine and Janelle. Sorry. Well, Christine and Janelle, yes. But it's not like Cody and Robin and Christine and David are going to be double dating anytime soon. It's just not happening. So, but in order to get to the kids, he needs to make things right with their mother. And I think that that's when some of this reconciliation can start. So that's interesting that you guys said Aspen is going to be asking that question because that's so crazy. But also, here's why else I'm thinking. Let me just go back to this. We don't need to hear your voice, Cody. Where's friendly? He'd be very happy if it could be friendly. What about for the custody battle that was coming up? I would love to know, and this is what I don't know, and maybe one day we'll figure this out. When was this interview? When was filming? Is this because if this is, and I'm assuming that it's maybe May, maybe June of 2024 at this point? I don't know because they're not giving us really a timeline. If you guys know when the most recent episodes were filmed, let me know. But if that's the case, that means that maybe 3 months from now is when that whole custody battle and Christine sues for child support and all of that. It's about to happen. I'm sure he knew that something was coming. I don't know if he was blindsided. I'm sure that they were bickering, which is why Christine probably had to go to court in the first place. You know? Maybe, and Nicole said, maybe Cody heard through rumors, aka the kids, that contracts went out and he didn't get one. Oh my God. Do you know how much this man would freak out over that? That would be insane. That would be absolutely insane. So yeah, so I think that it's 100% strategy. I think it's 100% rebranding, and it's a big fail. It's a big, fat fail. And then I just want to bring up this point because Cody treats emotional things like just holding emotions hostage, and especially anyone's emotions with him. He feels like he's somehow entitled to use it. It's like every tear from his wives, all of the or ex-wives, and the emotional manipulation. Every time that someone said, you know what, Cody, I don't feel safe in this marriage, that was brushed off. Every plea for fairness that basically, to be fair, the pleas for fairness didn't even come from Mary. Mary only started to speak up after she was kicked to the curb. And Janelle was kind of okay with everything until he started to be horrible to her children. So the only person that was really pleading for fairness was Christine. But that was dismissed. But it's so funny because now the moment that little baby is hurt, right? Can we just listen to that again? Hold on. Let's go back to hear him whine how hard it is. Hold on.
Divorce just does that to you. It's not that any of them weren't worth it.
And I apologize, and I understand that I've been in a bad place.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to you. I'm sorry to them.
Plural marriage is hard.
Oh, poor baby, poor baby. But he said this man in this episode is going to tell you that he never once thought about how hard it would be for the wives. He thought he was the one that was suffering. Can you freaking can you believe that? What? And you know, when Cody does dumb things like this, it's just so weird. This man repeats history. He's trying to rebrand and he doesn't realize that he's repeating history. How are you enlightened, sir? And you know what we're gonna have to do? Him boohooing. Um, yes, we do need a tiny violin, Loretta. Yes, we do. We do need one. That's a good one. I need to write that down. So stick with me because he has earned this right. Usually we do this at the end, but I don't care. This is so necessary because this embodies exactly what he's whining about now. We're going to play this and then we will get back to it because there is more to discuss.
Cannot figure out why I'm so angry in plural marriage than men do. And I've seen men leave plural marriage feeling like, 5, 6 wives, never feeling like they had been loved. Plural marriage isn't all beer and Skittles.
Beer and Skittles, 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 Skittles. Beer and Skittles, 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 Skittles. Beer and Skittles, 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 Skittles. Beer and Skittles, 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 Skittles.
Not for man.
Not for man. Not for man. Not for man. Not for man. Not for man. Not for man.
I mean, there's a different burden that I don't want to sit here and mansplain to you. It's just obvious that it's difficult. You're going to share your husband? Well, why would you do that? Cody favors Robin. I don't even like her. He never signed a paper. We never agreed. We never went to our church leaders and said, hey, we're divorced.
Cody and I are divorced.
Would they even allow us a divorce? I'm leaving, so we're divorced. Wait a second, you can't do this to me. That's not even a cool statement. She's running to this person, to this person, to this person, to this person. I just call bull. Screw it. I am really upset by this. Wait a second, you can't do this to me. That's not even a cool statement.
For man.
Cody favors Robin. Cody favors Robin. Cody favors Robin. Beer and Skittles, 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 Skittles. Beer and Skittles, 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 Skittles. Beer and Skittles, 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 Skittles. Beer and Skittles, 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 Skittles.
Not for man.
Not for man. Not for man. Not for man. Not for man. Not for man. Not for man.
Cody favors Robin.
Yes, you
I don't
do.
even like her. I am
No,
really
you don't.
upset by this.
But you hate people.
Plural marriage isn't all beer and Skittles.
What a bop. What a bop. This is so, like, this was so needed now because it just is the essence of this man baby. So let me just go back. I want to see this part here where he said it's so hard. Here we go.
Plural marriage is hard.
Oh, poor baby. Oh, oh, that's actually perfect. Look at his face. That's for little baby. Plural marriage is so hard. It's so hard. It's so hard. Sir, listen to me. Okay. Any even inkling of a moment that you believe that you're hurt, you think that everyone is supposed to drop everything and organize this candlelight vigil for your ego. Sir, you are not a wounded warrior. You are not a hero on the battlefield. You are not the prophet that you think you are, okay? You are not the six-pack ab macho man that you believe that you are in your head. You are a man who has mismanaged every relationship. Okay? And now you want to cry that no one never ever loved you right except Robin, your soulmate. And I don't want to hear that you were just being defensive. That narrative that you're pushing, it's BS. You made Christine feel invisible for years. And this was when she was still with you. And you were daring them. You were daring them to leave. You treated Janelle like a roommate. And Mary, you emotionally ghosted her. That's not defensiveness. That is decades of detachment finally catching up with you. That's what it is. And your obsession with loyalty, the man talks about loyalty the way that cult leaders talk about Kool-Aid. But loyalty without love and loyalty without fairness and loyalty without mutual respect, guess what, dude? That's not a relationship. That's basically a hostage situation that includes wedding ring. And I am so tired of this baby's main character syndrome. Every time something happens in the family, somehow it always loops back to how he feels about it, how it affects him, how it affects his one wife that he loves, how it affects his one wife's children that he loves. He is the victim. He's the one that was abandoned. And here's the thing, we keep watching you, sir. Yes, we're all watching you. And watching Kody is not just about the drama. It's not. We're witnessing real time this implosion of self-awareness. And it's like watching a man slowly kind of subtly getting to the realization that you're not the hero in this story anymore. And that's been obvious with the poster. You're like relegated to the back. Remember when you were front and center with everything? You're relegated to the back. It's the women that are the heroes now. And you are not a reliable narrator. Okay? You get fact checked all the time, including tonight. That's what we're doing. And I'm glad that TLC is basically giving him the space to spiral because he takes it every time. 1 minute, this man is demanding respect, and the next, he is this broken martyr. Yes, it can be exhausting, but it's also hypnotic because it's like watching someone like weave and bob out of this Tom Cruise Mission Impossible, with all the wires and stuff and lines and tripwires. So yeah, we're still watching. And it's not because we support him. And it's not because we believe him. But there is something deeply fascinating here. Because we're watching this man try to spectacularly flop and fail at his rebrand in real time. And that's why we have the popcorn in hand. That's why we're going to be talking about it on Sunday night. But I'm telling you, Kody, as much as you try to rebrand, we have the receipts to back up your lies. You can't claim the only reason you're being a complete asshat is because your wives left you. You were an asshat years before they left, and you begged them to leave because you knew that they wouldn't. The only thing is, Christine actually ended up doing it. She had the courage to do it. Why? Because of you. Because of you. So he's a toad. He's an absolute jerk. He's a butthead. Let me know, you guys in chat, what do you want to end it with? What video tonight? I can always do deadbeat, but you guys let me know. Because I will play it out. Listen, Sunday night is right around the corner. I think that this is going to be a good one. I'm sorry, but I'm really liking the second half of this Sister Wives season. And the more and more that I watch, the more I'm thinking, like I said, I can't confirm anything. But the more I'm thinking, yeah, I don't think Sister Wives is done. I think there will be a season 20 and possibly beyond, especially if Aspen's going to get involved. I'm going to have to do some research on that. We will definitely talk about that in the future. But okay, I'll do it. I'm going to dedicate it to you, Cody. You guys, I know that this was last minute. Thank you guys for coming. You guys are the best. And for everyone watching on the replay, wish you guys could have been here. We had a blast. It was so much fun. You guys made me laugh. You guys are the snarkiest. You guys are the best chat ever. Mima, thank you for the support. Thank you to all of my members. Thank you to my mods. Thank you for sending positive vibes over to 49ers. We hope everything is good with you. All is well. Sending positive vibes. With that being said, Cody, I am dedicating this one. This one is always, by the way, this is always dedicated to you. Every single time. So with that, you guys, Mima, thank you. Mima with the 5 gig memberships, you were the best. Thank you so much. You are the #1 supporter. Seriously, you're amazing. Thank you so much. Okay, Mima, you guys, thank you. Have an excellent night. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for supporting your girl, little old me, for our little show here that we have on the interwebs. This is so much fun. Thanks for hanging out. Cody, this is for you, your jerk, and we will talk more on Sunday night. Live reaction will go right after the show. Just get our first takes because that's always fun. All right, guys, I will see you like almost in 24 hours. Bye.
Tell the whole world. Tell the world. And then go hang out with your buddy Christine.
Each describe Cody in 3 words.
Just 3.
Yes.
Deadbeat.
Okay.
Dad. Sorry, that's 2, but deadbeat dad and deadbeat, he is selfish. Deadbeat.
You haven't seen one of them for a year.
Deadbeat.
This is about a deadbeat dad.
You're hurting this family,
Deadbeat.
no one else. You're not loyal, just like your mother. And I was like, okay.
Why are you angry with your children? You haven't seen 2 of them for 5 months.
Deadbeat.
I'm going to move forward and find happiness and joy outside of my club.
Each describe Cody in 3 words.
Just 3.
Yes.
Deadbeat.
Okay.
Dad. Sorry, that's 2, but deadbeat dad and deadbeat.
The rest of the kids don't really have much of any kind of connection with him.
Deadbeat.
You haven't seen one of them for a year.
Deadbeat.
This is about a deadbeat dad.
Deadbeat.
Why are you angry with your children?
Deadbeat. He is selfish. Deadbeat.
He seems to be sort of like, I don't know, like the reality is bewildering to him, kind of.
Deadbeat.
Divorced, and then the father just goes
Deadbeat.
MIA.
A deadbeat dad speaks from prison and explains the question so many people are asking: what went wrong?